Bazinga punks, and welcome back with more of the Big Bang Theory. This is season 11, episode 5. Last time, Howard and Bernie found out they were having a boy, and Howard was freaking out about it a little bit. A failed rocket launch and a driving lesson for Sheldon later, and he's feeling a little bit better. Raj helps Bernie modify some of Hallie's clothing for their next kid, and then Penny and Beverly tapped into their homegirl connection. Leonard got to hear from his mom that she's proud of him for who he married. It was sweet. This episode, though, is called the Collaboration Contamination. Sounds like some of our group is going to team up, and it's going to go very, very wrong. Let's check it out. Full reactions on Patreon in the link in the description below. Leave a like, and let's get started.
Thanks for letting me put Hallie in your room.
No problem.
And Penny, she kind of threw up on your stuffed bear.
Oh, well, that's okay.
Hey, that's an Ewok, and it's mine.
Aw.
Which is why it's okay.
See, he
Penny.
gets Ewoks in his bed.
You've got Chewbacca, that's enough.
I used to have the stuffed raccoon from Guardians of the Galaxy, but Cinnamon licked it raw.
Raw?
No more stories about sex, so Amy, that brings us to you.
Hey.
Well, at work we've been doing some interesting research with neuroprosthetics. We've been working on a computer interface that can use brainwave patterns to control robotic limbs, but we're having a little trouble localizing the signal from the EEG cap.
You have an engineer.
Well, have you thought about adding a phased array of sensors?
Actually, that never occurred to me.
Never occurred to me I would miss the Ewok conversation.
Good, because I just bought another one on Amazon.
Awesome.
You know, I could use an engineer on this project.
Well, no, this works out great.
The
Howard's
spirit of collaboration.
Qualified.
I'm perfectly qualified.
Howie's the world's best engineer. It says so right on his coffee mug.
Ugh.
Oh, you got him a mug?
He got it for himself. Oh, Raj did.
But it's not a competition.
Yeah, I lost that battle years ago.
Yep.
Howard, are you interested?
If I could control robot arms with my brain, I'd be able to do so many things.
You.
Really? Because you've been controlling human arms with your brain for years, and not much has come of it.
Always taking jabs.
What you reading?
A parenting book.
Oh my God, are we?
No.
No!
This is not how she would tell you.
You think this is how I would tell you?
Well, you're
I'll be
sitting there with a
jump.
book. It felt like anything was possible.
Rude.
Remember how disappointed you were when Amy started driving me to work?
Sure. Sometimes people smile a big smile of disappointment.
Yeah, well, good news. Amy had to go in early. You get to drive me.
I've been driving him for years. What's one more day?
Oh, and I've got a new car game we can play. It's called What Siren Am I?
Kill me.
You can drive yourself, man.
A C-arm fluoroscope, a cranial ultrasound.
Cool stuff.
And look at that coffee maker.
The coffee maker is what he's impressed by.
No.
Most impressed
on our
by.
expense report, we are using it to map brainwave patterns and then converting them into electrical impulses that can be used to control anything from wheelchairs to robots.
Based on that ring on your finger, I'd say you're pretty good at controlling robots.
Careful, that's my fiancé you're talking about, and I can program him to hurt you.
Can you now? Oh my God. Any other game,
know.
please.
French police?
So close. Belgian ambulance.
Yeah, that's close.
Hi, you ready for your next one? And
No.
just a warning, this one's a little annoying.
A little.
Little break. I'm getting a headache.
We're right in the middle of our fun game.
Yeah, weird.
Uh,
So,
Usually when Amy complains about her coworkers, I just tune her out. But now I'll be able to join in and pound away.
are they gonna play Neil Diamond while they work?
Howard, are you?
The only engineer I'm jealous of is the one who blows the train whistle. Oh, that just gave me an idea for a new game. What whistle am I?
Train.
There you go.
For your information, it was going to be tea kettle.
Oh.
But the tea kettle was on a train, so I'll give it to you.
Is he jealous?
Hey, what a nice surprise.
I just came by to see how you two were getting along.
Well, everything's going really great.
Oh, that's nice to hear.
The
I
twitching.
was hoping you two would enjoy working together.
What's with the blinking?
It's Morse code.
I thought he was doing it
We
involuntarily.
can talk about without hurting his feelings.
If you have something to say, you can say it to my face.
Oh,
Use your words. There's no point in hiding it. Oh my God.
she's going to be home at 8-ish. What is that? 8:01, 8:02? And what kind of scientist uses ish?
I'll give it a go. My ride home with you was hellish.
What is going on?
Well, ever since Amy started working with Howard, she hasn't been home.
Didn't that just
Today.
happen this morning?
Yeah.
And has she been home?
You know, that would frustrate me.
Are you
Does
using
it frustrate you?
the parenting
It
book
does.
on him?
I get that. Your feelings are valid. Now, why don't you go wash up and we'll call you when dinner's ready.
She figured out the code.
Okay.
It was in a parenting book all along.
What did you do? Are you a witch?
No, I've been reading Bernadette's parenting
Are you
book. It's
a
like
witch?
the answer key to the Sheldon test. It's only birth to 5. What do we do when he turns 6?
Oh.
Howard's not here.
I know. He's been at the lab every night this week with his work wife.
That's weird. I thought his work wife was standing in my kitchen.
Don't be snippy. I came to see how you were doing.
Howard's really excited about his work. He's been in a great mood. I'm really proud of him.
And I can fit into the pants I wore in high school. Come on, we don't need to lie to each other.
What?
You're right. I have a teething baby. I'm pregnant. I have a proposal due tomorrow. I don't have time to hear about how much you're missing my husband.
Well, I think I
Snippy,
know why
snippy.
he's been working so late.
Jeez.
Welcome home.
Is it still
How was
8-ish?
work?
Great. Howard had an idea.
That's
for
enough
how-
about work. You need to sit down and let me pamper you.
Uh-huh.
Got you a little something to help you relax.
What is this?
The notes from our quantum cognition project. I thought we could spend the evening grinding away on it.
She just spent all day
I just
working.
got home. I'm tired.
Yeah, of Howard, I know.
But this is me you're
How
talking
about you
about.
and me make some beautiful science together?
He's ridiculous.
Sheldon, I want to work on this with you. What if we get up early and do it in the morning? I promise I'll be way more into it.
Oh my gosh.
You know what? There was a time that you would have been happy to stay up and collaborate all night with me, and then wake up in the morning and do it some more.
Fine, but can we make it quick?
Jeez. Jeez.
No! If you're just gonna make me do all the work, then go to bed. But don't be surprised if you walk out here and catch me doing it myself.
None of them know how this sounds.
Sheldon's texting me to drive him to Bernadette's.
Well, what are you going to say?
Well, they did just introduce the middle finger emoji. If it's not for this, I don't know what it's for.
He'll just think that means be there in a minute.
This is true.
Me? Biting other children?
Sometimes, but problem for another day.
Okay, wait, here we go. Let him have ownership of his choices. Allow him to choose from options that are acceptable to you.
Give it a try. I can drive you in 2 hours, or you can take an Uber.
That's an.
He's gonna take an Uber.
Will you look at that?
Worked.
Unless he bites the driver, yeah.
This book is fantastic.
They're working on a Saturday? Can you believe them? Is this how you envisioned your weekend?
No, it is not.
She wanted some
The
alone
whole
time.
thing is maddening. I just wish I could make Howard feel as angry as I'm feeling.
Well, maybe you could do something he likes and make him jealous.
His
Like
wife?
what?
You ever read Tom Sawyer?
No.
Chores. He likes chores.
Oh my god. Tricking him.
Ooh, what kind of chores?
Change the batteries in the smoke detectors. That would drive him crazy.
Oh, he'll be so mad smoke will be coming out of his ears. Yeah,
And he
the
won't be able
smoke
to-
detectors will detect.
Yep, yeah.
Why'd you ask me about Tom Sawyer?
I'm just interested in you.
What? You are sweeter than your applesauce.
So gullible.
Oh my god, 3 of clubs! That was my card!
What the hell?
I used to make it appear in my pants, but I stopped doing that.
So how much longer until we can
How many
test
years
it?
ago was that?
It's gonna be a few minutes.
Neil
Earned
Diamond.
ourselves a break.
Each and every day, oh yeah! January.
Oh boy. They're taking a break. Jeez.
I'm just waiting for my code to compile. What are you doing here?
I stopped by to see if you wanted to go to the movies with me. I'd love to, but it's not my place. But Bernadette's been feeling a little abandoned with all the hours that you've been putting in.
Has she?
You just asked him to go to the movies.
Yeah, but our weird relationship was grandfathered into their marriage, and yours was not.
Oh my god.
I put new batteries in the smoke detectors.
She's having the time of her life.
Laundry?
I sure did. Ooh, he's gonna be steamed. Just like his dress shirts.
At least he could still clean the oven. So
Oh,
No, that's what he thinks. Where's your steel wool?
right here.
had it in hand.
We make quite the team.
I stopped by the university to check
Oh,
in
come
on Howard and
on.
Amy, and they were having fun.
Well, don't
Oh,
worry.
yeah.
He won't be having any fun when he gets home. I did all his favorite chores.
Howard hates doing chores.
Bernadette.
Oh.
Did you play on my well-established gullibility to clean your house?
Yes.
Sure did.
No guilt. Zero guilt.
Well, I would storm out of here, but I already have the gloves and the steel wool, and I really do love cleaning an oven. Move.
Okay.
Howard's getting Amy used to laughing and listening to music. What if she expects that madness at home?
I'm really proud of the way you're able to express your feelings.
Thank you. I'm just so angry.
You know,
Aw.
everyone gets angry, even mommies and daddies.
He's like,
I can't think this is the right time to validate his behavior.
Okay, what about presenting a united front?
What about you coddling him and he's never gonna learn?
Look,
things are
you
falling apart a little bit.
sound frustrated.
Oh, she's using it on him.
The way you're able to state your opinion.
Thank you. Thank you.
Don't use that book on me.
Book?
Hey, what book? What makes you think you can treat me like a child?
Cause you are one.
Hey, what are you working on?
Oh my god, you're still here?
Oh,
Well, of course I'm here. I know what you're going through.
Really? You have a needy Indian man in your house?
jeez.
I did, but then he came over here.
My way was working, okay? I think you're just upset because there are some things I am better than you at.
Well, you
Oh,
can't end a
God.
sentence with a preposition, so clearly not grammar.
Was that a smart thing to say?
That depends. Before I said it, was sex tonight still on the table?
No.
That's fine.
And then it's fine. Oh.
Oh, he's upset with Leonard and Penny. And Bernadette.
And everyone.
And Mark Twain.
Yeah, Bernadette texted earlier. Raj is really getting on her nerves.
Oh, it's getting kind of late. Hey,
Where's your watch?
my watch?
Why don't you ask your skeleton?
Oh my god. Nice.
Oh my god, how's that even possible?
This is great. The two of us hanging out. Why didn't we think of this earlier?
Agreed. I don't need Amy to watch a movie. I can not hold your hand just as easily. In the book this is based on, that man's the killer.
You spoiled the movie. Oh no. So I think Amy and Howard became an underrated pair with their Neil Diamond connection, and now they have something they can actually work on together with a neuroprosthetic, and they have good chemistry. Howard joked about how she's good at controlling robots, and she fired back that she can program Sheldon to hurt him. And it makes me think about what other pairs we haven't seen get a spotlight. I might have mentioned this before. I don't think we've seen Raj and Amy hang out much. Not sure if they've even had a scene together alone. And then I'm struggling to think of a scene with just Leonard and Bernadette. But yeah, Amy and Howard get along great. It's super fun. She even finds his magic impressive. She might be the first one on the show. And they jammed out to some Neil Sedaka, another Neil they enjoyed together. I bet they love Astarion in Baldur's Gate 3. And maybe Neil Armstrong is part of why Howard became an astronaut. I feel like that might have even been said in a past episode and I just forgot. Anyway, Sheldon started the episode by taking jabs at Howard, implying he wasn't qualified to help Amy, saying not much has come out of Howard's work, even though it was just a couple episodes ago that he was crestfallen about the future of his own work. And I also thought they agreed to be nicer to each other, but I guess we can just call this a relapse this time around. Sheldon just wound up being jealous of Howard for spending time with Amy, and I did enjoy the scene where Sheldon suggests collaborating with Amy all night long, and the language was so typical of talking about sex, but none of them seemed to recognize it. And then Sheldon goes to complain to Bernadette, and she takes advantage of him a little bit. He wants to piss off Howard, and she makes Sheldon do all of Howard's favorite chores. And when Sheldon figures it out, she shows zero remorse. She shouldn't have tricked him, but he shouldn't have been bothering her when she clearly just wanted to be left alone. And I guess there are a lot of worse things you could be doing instead of spending your time on helping out a pregnant woman. And then Penny picked up a very interesting book that Bernadette left behind about parenting. Hilarious how she applied it to Sheldon being upset about Amy and Howard. And she acknowledged her feelings and made him feel heard, and he calmed down real quick, and Leonard thought she was a witch for a second. And then when Sheldon asks for a ride later on from Leonard, Penny told Leonard to give him two options that were acceptable to Leonard, and that worked as well. Honestly though, I feel like both those tactics in those two scenes would help with even non-Sheldon people. Like heck, Penny even tried to use it on Leonard, and the only reason it didn't was because he knew she was using the book on him. I think I've mentioned in the past that to help kids grow, it can be helpful to treat them like little adults instead of just being like, just do what I say. But treating adults like big kids, I guess that can be an option as well. Anyway, silly episode. Thanks for watching, friends. Full reactions on Patreon in the link in the description below. Leave a like, and I'll see you guys soon with more. Bye, friends.